So, as you may or may not know, I do a lot of crafts, not just knitting and artwork and videography and traveling and all of that. Anyway, I decided that I needed to do something with these trinkets and things that I typically get while I'm out on different adventures and such as going up to the mountains or just to the beach. I collect shells and sand and various rocks that I find interesting. And having a bunch of rocks on my shelf is kind of boring. And putting them in the jars, okay, but it really isn't telling a story, and I love telling stories. So, one of the things that I have decided to do is make fairy gardens, and fairy houses, and dragon nests. And here is one of my dragon's nests. I take these marble eggs that I got from Italy when we went up to the mountains, and several precious rocks that I have, and feathers and sand that I collected from the beach. Here is the egg, and here are some of the precious rocks. I can't quite remember what the name of this rock is right now, but it's a light blue, almost green. And then I have these craft leaves, things, and feathers that you can get, and sand. And I stuffed it in a basket, and the basket is supported to support it with some plastic bags to keep the sand in from spilling everywhere, and I tucked everything neatly so it doesn't spill unless someone really pushes it over, and that would be terrible. Oh, before I go on, here is my dragon. I got him from Renaissance Fair a little bit ago. A while ago, actually. It was back when I lived somewhere else. I know I've lived lots of places and such, but yeah. Here is my little dragon, and this nest is normally up on that shelf, and he is there hanging off the side because he's a puppet, so puppets are kind of cool. So next is my fairy house, which I also have a kind of fun and punky container, and I have to pick this up because it will fall over if I try and tilt it. And this is a fairy house. I carved a bit of it, the door frame here, and where's the window? There's the window, and I did some wood burning on it, carved it out of a slab of wood that I could no longer cut buttons and things out of because it was just too busy. And even though busy is kind of fun when it comes to buttons, it doesn't quite work as well as you think it might. And then I took some bark that I had collected in the wood nearby my house. Oh, you can't really see that very well. And some more rocks, pretty stones, and a couple of marbles, and various things. Fake moss, flowers, fake flowers, silk flowers, and feathers, because I love feathers. Feathers are amazing! Can't wait for summer again so I can start wearing feathers in my hair without being like, oh, it's cold, and I can't do anything because it's cold. So I just wanted to share that with you, some of the little crafts that I do. And wanted to show you that you don't have to stick with one thing, because there are so many things out there to try. And this is combined with a lot of stuff from just collecting things around and making things myself. It would be awesome if you tell me some of the things that you make that makes you happy, that you've made out of collected things, whether it be painting or a drawing or just in jars. Something interesting. I'd love to hear that. Bye.